What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I figured that the room has changed enough since my last room update that I would just do another room update. And yeah, I've kind of had like bigger changes, like more than just moving sets around. So I figured I'd show you guys, and what better to start off with than the main like centerpiece of the room, aka just like the main table. So yeah, this changed, and it's not changed for a very long time. For about 2 years, it had been the same 3 sets: the Gunship, Ninjago City, and then the Razor Crest. But obviously now it's changed, and I have the UCS Slave 1, Jango Fett Slave 1, which is an absolutely stunning set. Yeah, definitely like one of the coolest sets in my collection, one of my favorites for sure. Jango Fett is my favorite Mandalorian. So to get the UCS, oh, like, dude, it just looks so good. Look at the way that it, yeah, I don't know. I've mentioned this before, like, back whenever I was in, like, 5th grade, I had the chance to get the UCS Boba Fett Slave 1, and I ended up not getting it because I chose to get something else, and that had always been, like, a regret of mine. But now I'm, like, I'm actually happy I didn't get it because, A, Jango Fett, I like him a lot better than Boba Fett. B, I like his Slave 1 a lot better than Boba's. And C, the design is so much better than Boba Fett's Slave 1. I've seen a lot of videos and stuff showing Boba Fett's compared to Jango's. And like, just like the circular bit in the back does not look good at all on Boba's. It looks more like square almost. Whereas this one is just so perfect. So really, really happy with this. And yeah, I actually was not originally going to put that here. I was going to put it on that shelf over there, but it's actually too tall. It's a very tall model. As you can see, it's taller than Arthur Morgan there. And yeah, so I ended up just having to put it here, which worked out really well in the long run. I think this looks a lot better here than the Razor Crest did. Because yeah, it's just by, you know, other tall things. And it was also kind of weird that Arthur was taller than the Razor Crest. So yeah, and another good thing is having it here allows to be able to see it from the back, so you can see everything. Right now I have the panels closed, but that's where the seismic charge is. And then I ended up just putting Jango Fett's helmet right there. But yeah, Ninjago City, Gunship, and then yeah, I also want to talk about the fact that I have both of my Red Dead Redemption 2 Limb Toys figures on the display here. So obviously back in January I had purchased Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, his figure's been out since about, what, like 2021? So like 4 years, you know, give or take. But I've always wanted this figure, and especially because I knew that John Marston was, you know, coming out. Who knows? At the time, I had no idea how long it'd be, because it had already been like 2 years of pre-ordering. But I was replaying Red Dead Redemption 2, and I had just gotten a new job, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can get one. Or actually, you know what? I didn't even plan on trying to purchase him. It's just I was kind of keeping my eye on them, and then somebody from Ohio actually was selling one. And so I was like, okay, like that's perfect, because I wanted to buy from a US seller. And so, yeah, I purchased him, and then for a long time he was actually over there, which was a horrible place to have him. I felt like I was like not able to like, it was just not a good place to have him displayed. But I ended up moving him over here whenever I pre-ordered John, because John randomly dropped on a random April day, which was so random, but really, really cool. And I was able to get John, and so I knew I wanted to have them set up in a cooler location. So I ended up taking out all the Black Series that I had on the table, because I used to have like 3 groups of Black Series, and it kind of just made it look a little cluttered, so I took them all out. And then I ended up putting Arthur Morgan here and John on the other side. And I also changed Arthur's outfit. Now he's in like his summer gunslinger look without the jacket, which I think looks better because it's more of his like prime look. And also you get to see more of his blue signature shirt, which was kind of covered from the jacket. And also like the arm details are insane. And I also like that he's right here because the blue with Jango kind of matches him. And then, of course, like I mentioned, we have my boy, John Marston. Really just a dream come true to have this figure. I did not think I was going to have him as soon as I got him. because again, I did not think he was going to be released in April, but lo and behold, he just randomly got released. And I was able to get him from a US seller in Nebraska. So yeah, really, really amazing. He's the coolest figure I own. Yeah, got the cowboy stand right there, and Armadillo, and his outfit is just so amazing. His accessories and everything just looks so, so great. So yeah, having them here like that is just perfect. I love walking in my room and just seeing this. It's fresh, it's new, but it's also just looks, I think it just looks a lot better. Also, I kept one Black Series over here. That's the clone. Yeah, so that's that. Over here, not much has changed over here. I mean, obviously, I added Stacy Tinn's Starfighter there. Is that dust? No, okay. For some reason, it looks really dusty on the camera, but in person, it's not. Yeah, so I love how this looks. Got the Starfighters and then the Interceptors in the background. Over here, this has changed on the top shelf here. It used to have helmets up here and stuff, but I ended up just putting my Coruscant Guard gunship, ATTE, and Wookiee gunship up there, which I think looks really nice. I like having the gunship facing forward like that. And then not much else has changed there. But it is funny though, because I do have Boba Fett Slave 1 from the 20th anniversary wave, and it's just funny to like have that and then compare it to that. Just, you know, it's the difference between play scale and UCS. I've not added any 3.75 inch figures. It's funny because like last year around this time, this was like my main thing, you know, that I was collecting. And it's kind of slowed down at the moment, but I'm really excited. June 1st, they're releasing the Anakin 3-pack, which is going to have our first Revenge of the Sith Anakin upgrade since this figure, actually. The 2013 one. So really excited for that. But yeah, I still watch on eBay trying to see if the Crimson Dynamite makes custom Jedis like that one, because then I can add more. But for the most part, the Jedi collection, it's obviously not complete. I don't have all of them, but oh boy, I have a lot and I'm really happy with them. And then a lot of the Black Series that I had on my white table are now under here, including Dagan Gera there. So that's pretty cool. In here, again, nothing much has changed. I ended up putting Arno there, and then also some more of my Black Series that were on the white shelf are just here, just like the clones with the Clone Army. And then, yeah, still have this there. I actually want to kind of add to that, my mock, my Western mock. So we'll see what happens with that. But I still have it there, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to add to it. Yeah, I ended up, honestly, I don't even know why this is here. I have my Rots Black Series Anakin. They really need to remake this figure. I don't even like having it displayed, honestly. It's not that good of a figure. His skin is just too white. So I have him here with another crap figure, which is the Rots Obi-Wan. They both need to be remade. But then I also have Attack of the Clones Padme. So she's a great figure. Incredible figure. Looks just like Natalie Portman there. So yeah, and then I have some of my Fortnite minifigures because I don't know where to put them yet. But I did see that they are making a Durr Burger set June 1st, which I might actually pick up. It's way too overpriced, but I was thinking about picking it up and making like a little mock out of it. So I might add those to it. Here's my custom Psycho Bandit. Here's my custom Nawe from AC Shadows. I never ended up completing that game. I was like addicted to it for like 2 weeks and then I just stopped playing it. I still like it though. I don't know. I just go in, like, I fluctuate with like what games I'm into playing, but it doesn't mean I don't like the game, you know. I have this Anakin piece here because a future video will show why. But yeah, that's about everything that's been going on in here for the most part. Nothing much, basically. Over here, though, like I mentioned earlier, this area has changed. So for a while, this was like these sets, basically. But as you can see, now I have my custom Stinger Mantis here next to BD1, which is, I don't know why this is my first time putting these two together, but I should have done this from the start. And actually having them next to each other makes me realize that the color scheme I went with the Mantis does match BD1 a lot. And then the inside of the Mantis actually has all my customs because I made all the characters from both games, but they're just all inside the Mantis right now because I didn't want to make it look cluttered. So I just have like both cowls and then like the main antagonist from each game. So like the second sister and then Bode Akuna. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Again, like I said, I have BD1. And then also I was able to fit Mos Eisley Cantina here. I was going to take off this extension, but it only hangs out a little bit, and I think it looks good having it like that, so that's there. But this is a lot better because you can actually see into the inside of the cantina, whereas whenever I had it on my big brown shelf, you couldn't see into it. And then, yeah, I just think that looks pretty good. So we got that. Not much has changed over here. But then over here, this is a massive change. This whole wall used to be Black Series that I had hung up. You can still see I still haven't taken down those nails up there, but yeah, used to be all Black Series, and I just kind of was like, it looked a little cluttered and just didn't love how it looked. It made my room look a little bit more messy. And also this area is more Lego, so I ended up just putting a poster here of the complete saga, which I really do like. This is also new. I have a 3D printed Boba Fett figure there, which I also like having it near that. And then up here, I took down my Funko Pops and I put some Black Series clones that I had taken off the wall, and I just put them up here instead. And then over here, I ended up putting all of my minifigure cases together. I had originally just had 2 stacked, and then I had 2 on the wall right there, but that looked so bad. So they're all over here now, which looks really good. And then I have 2 Evolutions packs. There we have Padme. Is that pushing that? Yeah, that's pushing that out. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, but we got Padme and Clone Troopers. And then I used to have the Battle Bus here, but I pulled out this set that I had put out. I got this a year ago. Had it displayed for a little bit, then put it in storage, but I got it back out because it's so beautiful. And the Battle Bus is flying over the room, and as you can see, Drift is jumping out. So that looks really good. I love having that up there. It's like a perfect place to have it. But yeah, here's an update on the inside of this. Shaak Ti has been secured. I know it was like a whole 2-month ordeal trying to get her, but she's here. Sorry about the glare, by the way. It is very glare-esque, very glare-prone, but I'm excited for June 1st to get a new Plo Koon. Wow, you can like not even see into this with the glare, but yeah, just like some of my favorite figures, some of my most expensive figures. Also, I upgraded both Fives and Rex, gave them the new Jango Fett rangefinders, which that looks really good. And then we got my Red Dead customs, which the beginning, like January, February, this is all I was doing, was just upgrading these guys. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then over here, like I said, is it still raining? It's been raining, guys. May has been crazy. But yeah, got rid of having those cases there, which looks so much better. And then I kind of decluttered. So I used to have a lot of the Jazzwares Fortnite figures in a line over here, but I ended up just putting Technique there because she is one of my favorite skins of all time. We have the Loot Llama, and then we have the Rabbit Raider, and then Lego Cuddle Team Leader. Dime Novel Legends, and then my Stagecoach. And then I did end up picking up a Psycho Bandit from McFarlane Toys. So he's there for now. Pretty cool. Over here, I did end up putting some of my Black Series. So I actually love how this looks. I went to Toy Kingdom last Saturday, not expecting to find these, but I guess I didn't even realize that these 2 figures released April 1st. The Shaak Ti is the best Black Series figure I own. She is incredible. If you guys have the chance to pick her up, I definitely recommend it. Looks like they pulled her straight out of the movies. She is amazing. Her colors are so vibrant. The detail's amazing. Same with Luminara. She looks perfect as well, but I just like as a character, I think Shakti's more striking. So yeah, but this is like my Attack of the Clones Jedi setup, which I think just looks beautiful. And yeah, who knows? I might pick up Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi if I see him, but yeah. And then we also have my Rex and Anakin. That Anakin is the best Anakin Black Series we've had thus far. So I really do like how this looks, and I think that this is a good place to have my Black Series. You know, I feel like whenever I throw them around sets and stuff, it can make it look a little too cluttered. But having them, you know, over here by themselves looks really good. And I don't want to overdo it though. Like I could, that's why Padme's not over here, because I just feel like, I don't know. I don't want it to look too cluttered, so that's why I'm keeping it like that for now. And then over here, this is where the Razor Crest went. I think that this looks so much better. Having the Razor Crest up high, displayed like this, it's way better than having it down low, because this is a lower table, I guess. I mean, definitely compared to where it is now. But it was just such a good idea. This is a taller set, so putting it on a lower table, it looks better, the Slave One. Putting Mos Eisley on a lower table as well, you can actually see into it and see more detail. And putting the Razor Crest, which again is a little shorter. I mean, like, if you compare it to the gunship in like Jango Fett Slave 1, it's shorter. So putting it higher makes it look a lot better. You can see a lot more detail. So yeah, I put it up here and it looks amazing up here. I love it. And because this table's so wide as well, it fits perfectly. As you can see, we got the Mandalorian in there. And then because it's, you know, the Mandalorian and stuff, I do have 2 Mandalorian helmets here. Boba Fett's, which whenever you compare to Jango Fett's, looks really outdated, but I did end up getting the new Jango Fett's helmet, and that one looks beautiful, so I love having those there. And then I also put my custom Starfighter here. Got a custom Jedi in there, droid, and yeah, I really just love how this looks. It's flying, because I didn't have any room over there, so I have it there flying, and it just looks great. So yeah, guys, that is my room update. I'm really happy with how this all looks. I've not been this happy with the room's condition for a very long time, but yeah, I kind of decluttered, and you know, I love it. I don't know. I really just, I know it's hard. I say decluttered whenever there's still a ton of stuff in here, but you know, for how it was just getting a little too crazy. But having it how it is now, I really, really do love it. So anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.